Have now been arrested. The investigation stems from this video showing a teacher and teacher's aide taunting and mistreating a 10-year-old boy inside a classroom.
This is the story of 10-year-old Alex Cornelius, who attended Millsap ISD. What you're looking at is a photo of Alex inside of his elementary school classroom. He is described by his parents as having autism. But sadly, Alex would be a victim of alleged abuse by two of his educators whom he trusted. In this photo, you will see one of the educators by the name of Jennifer Dale, who is caught swinging her arms at Alex. She later said, quote, "I was just playing with him and that I did not plan on hitting him," which you'll see that in this video. Then you have this educator by the name of Paxton Bean, who was screaming and yelling at Alex, and whatever that was in her hand, you'll see in a video, she threw it at him. All three of these educators have since resigned and been arrested. The superintendent, Mary Martin, has also been arrested in her efforts to conceal the abuse done by two of the educators. After an investigation, it showed that there has been a pattern of abuse against multiple special needs children that are no longer employed in the district. Two of the peers who recorded this video turned it in, and that's how this all came about. Three of their peers were interviewed, and detectives discussed that there had been more abuse. These teachers are not really trustworthy at this point because the Millsap ISD now is under investigation. And as I mentioned, Mary Martin should have done more to protect Alex in this alleged abuse case. But instead, she chose to conceal evidence allegedly by the educators. Alex's parents are very heartbroken and said, "How could anyone do this to a special needs child?" They're very vulnerable, and it's very sad that this had to happen. Since then, all educators has resigned, and they're no longer working with the district and waiting for their fate.
Elementary school, 3 educators have now been arrested. The investigation stems from this video showing a teacher and teacher's aide taunting and mistreating a 10-year-old boy inside a classroom. The investigation revealed an alleged pattern of abuse against multiple special needs children. And the fallout from this case just netted a 3rd arrest late tonight. Fox 4's David Sintendry live at the Parker County Sheriff's Office with the breaking details. David.
Yeah, Clarice, we can now confirm that the Millsap ISD Superintendent has also been charged for her alleged role in this ongoing investigation about these child abuse, again, allegations that we've been reporting on for just over a week now. It was at 9 o'clock just an hour ago we reported that the 2 educators charged related to the child abuse educations we've been reporting on were arrested today. State Representative Mike Alcott then put me in contact with Parker County Sheriff, and Sheriff Russ Authier confirms to me that Millsap ISD Superintendent Mary Edie Martin has also been charged. That is for failure to report intent to conceal. That's a state jail felony. We do not yet have the arrest warrant for her, so few details at this point in time. However, we do have the arrest warrants for the 2 additional educators who were charged today, and that reveals that they were placed under criminal investigation. We knew that, and then 3 of their peers interviewed with Parker County Sheriff's detectives talking about more alleged abuse and more kids.
I dare you.
Video Fox 4 first broadcasted last week shows a Millsap elementary school educator slapping toward an autistic boy. Moments later, another educator yells at him.
I said come here.
Before repeatedly hitting him with a toy, then throwing the toy at the 10-year-old.
Quit chewing on things.
The incident happened in February. Alex Cornelius is the child in the video.
I don't understand why anybody would want to do this to any child, let alone an autistic child or a special needs child.
Millsap ISD says the educators involved are no longer employed by the district. Now, Fox 4 obtained arrest warrants for both educators regarding alleged crimes against Alex and 2 additional students.
You got to have a really kind heart to be a special education teacher, and as we've all seen, some people just don't have it.
According to the warrants, teacher Jennifer Dale admitted swinging at Alex in the video, but claimed it was done playfully. One of her fellow educators recorded the video. That educator and 2 others gave investigators sworn statements of ongoing alleged abuse. Dale is charged with official oppression for intentionally subjecting 3 known child victims to mocking, mistreating, and tormenting. Paraprofessional Paxton Bean, seen in the video, is also charged with official oppression and has a felony charge of injury to a disabled child with intention. An arrest warrant claims Bean took an unnamed special needs child into a calm-down room on January 16th. The child returned with a bloody nose. Bean told other educators the child had run into a wall. In a forensic interview, however, the child said Bean punched him.
I never expected any of this.
As for Cornelius' son, arrest warrants claim abuse was common. Alex regularly subjected to extensive timeouts, inappropriate comments about his private parts, and taunting. On one occasion, taunting until he covered his ears and began to rock back and forth, showing his anxiety.
We want to make sure that these teachers are never teaching again.
Alex's family believes had they not shared his story, criminal charges may have never happened.
I'm very grateful that the Parker County Sheriff's Department worked so quickly on it.
But we did not expect it to be this fast.
So where do we go from here? Obviously, this criminal investigation is ongoing. There's a court process that needs to play out. But in the meantime, there is a special called Board of Education meeting tomorrow with Millsap ISD at 8:30 in the morning. This has been in the works for several days, so even before these criminal charges were made. On the agenda for tomorrow's special board meeting, it says it will deliberate matters related to personnel, including the superintendent, the elementary school principal, and the assistant principal. There's also an agenda item that says, quote, consider superintendent separation agreement. Again, that meeting tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. We'll keep you updated, but for now, just to summarize, the superintendent of Millsap ISD formally charged, as well as 2 other educators in this ongoing series of allegations about child abuse that we first reported last week. Clarice, back to you.
David, we know you'll stay with it. David Centendry Live.